And welcome back to the Fox College Football Game of the Week, presented by the Cree LED Bulb. It's UCLA and Texas. Time now to join the third member of our team on the sideline, who moments ago spoke with Jim Mora. Here's Molly McGrath.
Coach, against Virginia, you had a solid defensive game, and then against Memphis, your offense really took over. How important is it to have a complete game on both sides of the ball tonight?
When you're playing a team like Texas, you've got to put it all together. And so that's our goal tonight. First goal is to win. Second goal is to play with some consistency as a team.
Great. Thank you, Coach. Good luck out there.
All right, UCLA won the toss. They deferred, so Texas will receive. As you take a look at the Pac-12 versus the Big 12 since 2008. Big 12 leading the series. Now these teams have split 6 meetings. Last time they met in 2011, Texas won it 49-20 in LA. Case McCoy threw 2 touchdowns in that game. Gus Johnson, Charles Davis, Molly McGrath with you. And for Texas to be successful, we saw what happened last week against BYU. Third quarter turned out to be disastrous. What do they have to do on both sides of the football to get it going early?
They need to keep the football on offense, get first downs, gain yardage. Obviously, points is the ultimate goal, but they can't keep trotting their defense out. If their offense is in Rockettes mode, 1, 2, 3 kick, that's no good for them. They've got to sustain some drives, let the defense have a chance. When you flip it over on defense with Texas, they're going to have to make sure that they keep Brett Hundley contained in the pocket, because if he's able to break out and make some of those sortie plays outside of the pocket, that's when he's extremely dangerous.
Meanwhile, Jim Mora won the season opener at Virginia last week. They were in a tough battle against Memphis.
They really were, because no one truly expected Memphis to have the firepower that they possessed in that game. A 42-35 game no one saw coming. But Jim Mora told Molly McGrath in pregame, a complete game is a must for them. In game 1 against Virginia, defense scored 3 times and carried them. Last week, the offense scored 42 points. Can UCLA put it all together? And I expect them on defense today to really try to attack Texas's offense. The offensive line is struggling, and Tyrone Swoops, the quarterback, is only making his 2nd start in college. I expect a lot of pressure coming from UCLA's defense.
All right, here's an interesting twist. UCLA did win the toss, deferred, but Texas, instead of receiving, they choose to kick. What does this mean?
I'm not really sure, because now they've lost the option for the second half, too. I think what happened was a mistake by the captains in what they were supposed to do. And Charlie Strong is very unhappy, because now in the second half, UCLA will get the ball again.
So some disorganization early on for the Texas Longhorns. Nick Rose will send it away. Ishmael Adams and Devin Fuller back deep for the Bruins. This one sent to the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Brett Hundley ready to come onto the field, and 3 things you want to know about these Bruins.
We've talked a lot about Brett Hundley already. We'll talk about him all night. He is the alpha and the omega of this offense, the beginning and the end. Jordan Payton, wide receiver, his quarterback trusts him. Called him this week the man. When he throws the football, he'll look for him in all tight situations. And for Texas, the defensive line, front door pressure, they got 10 sacks on the year. Malcolm Brown is playing at an all-conference, maybe even all-American level.
First down and 10 at the 25. Paul Perkins, the running back. And on play action, this ball complete on the first play of the game. And nicely done as Nate Iyese makes the reception, the fullback. And that's a gain of 12. First down and 10 at the 37. And this time they'll hand it off. Perkins lowers his hand, gets over the line of scrimmage, and picks up a few. So Brett Hundley, last week against Memphis, tied the school record for completions by going 33 of 44. And Coach Morris said they had 6 drops. He threw for close to 400 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 pick, connecting with 10 different receivers. Empty backfield. Second down and 7 at the 40. Here's a quarterback draw. He's going to run. Here's Hundley breaking free. Hundley, flag on the play as he goes out of bounds at the Texas 30. Dylan Haynes there to chase him out of bounds.
From where the flag was thrown is likely for that this play will come back. But anytime you see them empty out the backfield, think quarterback run game.
Mike Cannon.
Personal foul, face mask. Offense, number 78. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. It remains second down.
That's Malcolm Bunch, the starting left tackle. He's a graduate transfer from the University of Miami. See him on the set. The hand got up into the mask right there. They got it right there. As you see him working on the outside. And that allowed Brett Hundley a nice pass downfield.
And that will wipe away a 31-yard gain for Hundley. 2nd and 22. Hundley sets up a screen. He's got Perkins. Perkins with a lane. Perkins with a burst. And he picks up a first down at midfield. Jordan Hicks with the tackle, but it's a 22-yard pickup.
And the UCLA offensive line, which has come under some criticism early this season because of the sacks of Brett Hundley, they showed their ability to get out in space and move. Alex Redmond, number 51, got out in front and created the big block that sprang him.
So first down at the 48. And they'll hand it Perkins going straight ahead. Perkins, sophomore, Queen Creek, Arizona. Last week against Memphis, 98 yards on 23 carries. 2 touchdowns, 4 and 17 yards. 2nd and 5. Fuller in motion. Hundley under pressure and sacked. Malcolm Brown.
Two and a half sacks last week against BYU. Malcolm Brown in the interior. The coverage to the wide side was good. What UCLA was trying to do was show screen and slip someone downfield for a big shot. When that wasn't there, Malcolm Brown came through and got to Brett Hundley. The 11th sack of the season for the Longhorns. The 10th sack taken this year by UCLA.
Most in the nation, the Bruins have given up. 3rd and 13 at the 48. Hundley. And he has his receiver at midfield, and that's Tyler Scott. He'll go back. Some game tackling by the Longhorns. A 3-yard gain. So UCLA will have to punt it away.
The sack by Brown set the stage, but how about the pursuit to the football by the Texas defense? It's not okay to just have one guy to the ball. See, the first guy misses Edmonds, and then 3 or 4 other Texas defenders gather and swarmed him under.
Jackson Shipley, the fair catch at the 10-yard line. 39-yard punt. So for the Texas Longhorns on offense and the UCLA Bruins, here are 3 things you need to know.
Charlie Strong, the head coach, he's the face of the program. It will be done his way, and it works. Jonathan Gray, also Malcolm Brown, their running back duo must be great tonight. Not just running it, but catching the ball in the backfield. I expect them to get the ball to them more in space. And UCLA, attack mode on defense. Eric Kendricks, he's the heart and soul of the team at linebacker along with Miles Jack.
Tyrone Swoops scoring on first down. You have Shipley who turns it up. And how about Tyrone Swoops from White Wright, Texas, about 90 miles from where we are right now. And coming out of high school, he was listed as the nation's #2 quarterback by one publication, rushed for 5,300 yards in high school, and passed for 38, accounting for 114 touchdowns.
Which is amazing because his senior year, his team's record was 1-9. You talk about a true one-man show. Tyrone Swoops is exactly that in high school.
2nd and 5 to the 16. Here's the handoff, Malcolm Brown straight ahead. Runs into a pile. Kenny Clark grabs him first, and he's about 1.5 yards short of the first down. So Swoops last week completed his first 8 passes, finished 20 of 31, 176 yards, a touchdown, a pick. He also carried it 7 times for 7 yards.
They have to be very selective on how much he carries the football. Gerard Hurd, his backup, I'm not sure they feel like he's ready to go yet. They've got to keep Tyrone Swoops on the field, but his legs can be a weapon in certain situations.
3rd down and 1 at the 20. Here's Malcolm Brown looking for the first down, and he has it as he gets to the 24, maybe the 25. So a positive sign as Jaleel Wadu comes up with the tackle for Texas on their opening drive.
Well, let's put it all together for Texas. The defense got off the field after some initial big plays by UCLA. Turned the ball over to the offense. What did the offense do? A first down on their initial series. This is what Texas is going to need in this ball game. Control the ball a little bit more. Keep humbling the offensive UCLA on the bench as much as possible.
First down and 10 at the 24. Swoops. He'll swing it out. Brown. And tiptoes out of bounds. Malcolm Brown gains 4.
Expect to see plenty of that tonight from Malcolm Brown and Jonathan Gray. They may not make as much headway running the ball with this offensive line that has a combined 10 starts beginning this evening, but trying to get them out in space, I think, will be the plan from Sean Watson, who is the play caller and quarterbacks coach for the Texas Longhorns.
Second down and 5 at the 29. Brown standing right next to Swoops. Play fake. Swoops underneath. Caught. This is Marcus Johnson, first down, routine. Uh-oh. They're playing with a little swagger and a little confidence to start this game.
You ever heard of the expression Texas pride? Well, last week, how many times did Charlie Strong use the word embarrassing? And finally, he got to really embarrassing about what happened with BYU for the second year in a row. Texas teams usually get off the deck and fight. And so far early in this game, this team is showing that.
Swoops 3 for 3 to start. First and 10 at the 42. Deep drop. Swoops steps up in the pocket and goes down. That pocket really collapsing, and it's Eddie Vanderdoes with the sack.
What Texas was trying to do was get the big shot deep to Jackson Shipley, number 8. Nothing there. And because the coverage was so good, that allowed Vanderdoes, number 47, to get to him first with a host of other UCLA Bruins. Texas will take a few more shots downfield tonight. I'm confident of that. They can't just play dink and dunk all the time. The speed of UCLA's defense gets to them too quickly.
Second down and 18 at the 34. Swoops. Here's Shipley in traffic, jitterbugging, and goes down at the 43-yard line. Miles Jack, Jaleel Wadu combining on the tackle. I tell you, that Miles Jack is an impressive young player. Plays both ways. There he is.
Plays with such passion, and his athleticism is off the charts. When they do one-on-one coverage drills in practice, he's a linebacker. You know who he goes and covers?
Himself.
The wide receivers. I'm not sure he can cover himself. He's that good. But he goes covers wide receivers because the backs and the tight ends, not quite the challenge he's looking for.
Third down and 8 at the 44. Swoops. Drops it off. Malcolm Brown, and he won't get there. Looks like UCLA was waiting on that play. Wadu in on the tackle, and the Longhorns will have to send it away.
UCLA showed pressure and then dropped back. They only rushed 3, put 8 into coverage, and the person who made the tackle initially rushed the passer, number 94. Owamabe Odighizuwa, their defensive end, showed his athleticism pursuing the play downfield.
So William Russ, the punter, 4 years in the program, stands out the 3, sends it away. Adams back deep, drops over to the near side, where it takes a Texas bounce and out of bounds at the 10. So Brett Hundley from Chandler, Arizona, All-America candidate, ready to come back on the field to lead this Bruin offense. Right after
the first time these teams met was 44 years ago, and Eddie Phillips found Cotton Spira for a 45-yard touchdown pass with 20 seconds left in the game, giving Texas a 3-point win against UCLA, 1970.
Take a look at the all-time series. This is the 7th meeting. First and 10 at the 10-yard line for UCLA. There's a handoff to Perkins, and he's taken down Malcolm Brown. First man to him. And you said that he's been playing like an All-America. He has definitely gotten off to a sensational beginning.
Right now in the coach's booth at UCLA, they're calling down saying, hey, we've got to get some things figured out. Who is going to block number 90? Because early in this game, it doesn't appear anyone has.
Second and 11 at the 9. Hundley taking his time. And underneath, Brett Hundley finding Thomas Duarte, the sophomore receiver from Fullerton, California. And he'll pick up about 8 yards on the play. UCLA quickly to the line of scrimmage, 3rd down and 3 at the 17. Perkins in the backfield with Hundley. Here's Hundley. Looks the other way. Wants to run it. Shot down. No, he's still on his feet. And he picks up a 1st down. What balance. Duke Thomas finally making the tackle. Malcolm Brown almost had him again.
Look at the feet of Brett Hundley. Right there, you think Brown's got him, but he was able to dance out of that 1st tackle before Duke Thomas catches the ankle the 2nd time. How about getting the hand down and keeping his balance, the determination of Brett Hundley running the football. Brett Hundley, for his career, has nearly 600 yards on scrambles. Outline is Jack. We told you he's a two-way player. Starting linebacker, he's in the backfield now. He carries it this time. What's interesting is that he doesn't do a lot of work during the week with the offense. In fact, most people tell you he's never over there. So when he comes into the game, Brett Hundley typically has to tell him exactly what to do on each play call. Let's see if Miles, see how he cozies up to him. All right, all right, all right, you got it? Everyone else just gets the play call. Miles Jack gets the full tutorial. 2nd and 7, and they give it to Jack. Lost his balance. And guess who's in on the play again? Paul Boyette. Looked like Brown was in the vicinity, and Jack will go off the field. My only concern with that type of a deal with Miles Jack is that what if you get into a situation where you have to check a play? Where Brett Hundley has to check out of it and go to something else. Right now, you have to go with what's called. 3rd down and 8 at the 25. Flag on the play. Hundley steps into his throw over the middle and caught. And watch out, Jordan Payton to the 25 and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 20-yard line, and a flag on the play. Michael Thompson excessive at the end. Before we get this call, for a guy who gets sacked a lot in Brett Hundley, he does stand firm in the pocket, doesn't he? You would think after all those sacks he would flush a lot quicker. He stays in there strong and delivers downfield. If this stands, it's a 50-yard gain. But
there are 2 fouls on the play. Illegal formation. Offense number 74 lined up in the backfield. Personal foul, face mask. Defense number 2. His penalty's offset. It remains 3rd down.
So Caleb Beninock, the starting right tackle. See, he's got to be up on the line of scrimmage here. He's back so far that they end up calling that. They started emphasizing that a few years ago. They don't want that flying V formation that makes it hard to rush off the edge. You're taking away the angle from the defensive end or outside linebacker rushing the quarterback. And then Texas nullifies that with the face mask at the end of the play. So we're doing it all over again as if it never happened. 3rd and 9. Bruins need to go to the 34-yard line for 1st down. Trip to the top of your screen. Hundley steps up, wants to run, has room, and it's close. Looks like he has the 1st down. And Hundley will jog off the field. Shaking his left arm. The arm he appeared to come down on. Jerry Neuheisel is the backup, redshirt sophomore, the son of former head coach Rick Neuheisel. Let's see what happens, because Brett Hundley doesn't run like a normal quarterback. He runs to finish the run. See that? He's going forward. And he grabs his left elbow.
That's a big bull. I think that's old Cyrus. 1,800 pounds and do whatever the heck I want. Take a long way, huh? Thank you, Cyrus.
Fox College Football is sponsored by the Lincoln Motor Company and the first ever MKC. Welcome back. Brett Hundley on the bench. And let's take a look at some quick thinking by Jim Mora.
See, right at the end, Malcolm Brown pursues with the tackle, and as he comes down, he tries to put his hand down to break his fall and hurts his elbow. Look at Jim Mora. Tell him to go down right there. Why? He gets a stoppage in time, gives him a chance a little more, gives his team a little more time to regroup before he brings in his backup quarterback, Jerry Neuheisel.
Paul Perkins running to cut it back and get to the 40. Jerry Neuheisel, 6'1", 200 pounds, sophomore, redshirt sophomore. This season he has not thrown a pass. In 2013, he was 11 of 13, 124 yards after being the scout team quarterback the previous year. And his first pass of the day, Devin Fuller with the catch. He'll get inside. And a tackle made by Duke Thomas and Dylan Haynes.
And it's an interesting deal with Jerry Neuheisel there. His father, Rick, was fired as the head coach at UCLA. When Jim Mora took over, he met with Jerry and said, look, I know what it's like. My father's been fired and I've been on his staff. Stay here and let's work together. And they formed a very tight bond.
Third down and 3 at the 42. Perkins. And he picks up the first down. All Perkins some hard running to start this game. Andre Diggs, the senior, makes the tackle.
So let's talk about this UCLA offense. How does it change with Jerry Neuheisel in the game? The actual play calls and the offense itself does not. Jerry Neuheisel has a full grasp of the playbook. But those extra plays that Brett Hundley can make with his legs, those are probably out right now. Some of the different throws that he makes will try to manage the game a little bit more with Neuheisel.
And a flag on the play. Malcolm Brown unable to get off the field for Texas, as Jordan James ran it.
The irony of when Jim Mora told Brett Hundley to go down was that offenses have often accused defenses of having people go down to slow them down. In this case, it's an up-tempo offense slowed itself down to make sure the backup had time to get in. And you see Malcolm Brown right here running off the field, doesn't get off the field in time.
There is no foul on the play for illegal substitution. We did not allow the defense enough time to substitute. We'll replay the down. First down.
And I like when officials get together and determine that, because when an offense substitutes, the defense is allowed to substitute and match up as well. And the officials are supposed to hold the ball until that time. What they're saying is, we didn't get that done. Jim Mora's not going to like it, but that's what the fairness is. Because at that time, they substitute with Jordan James, number 6, the tailback. That allowed Texas the opportunity to substitute, and the officials didn't step over the ball and let the substitution happen.
Jim Mora in his third year at UCLA, 21-8 overall. Pac-12 South Division champions in 2012. And you couldn't ask for a better coach, a better symbol of this such proud program.
Oh, and what he's done is he's reshaped the image of this program. Remember when it used to be the GLBs, the gritty little Bruins? Remember what Jim told us the first year? I want that gone, okay? We're going to be a tough, hard-charging football team that's going to be able to rock and roll with anyone, and he got that done year 1.
First down and 10 at the 47. And a handoff, James. And it's so funny when we go out to UCLA practice and Coach Moore is yelling at everybody. We walk in, and for some reason, Charles, I think he's yelling at me, so I kind of stand up straight, sit down straight.
We all do the same part. Caps down a little lower, try and hide a little bit.
Second and 4 at the 47. Neuheisel in for Brett Hundley. And Jordan James up the sideline. Spinner, still on his feet, goes down to the 25.
How about the offensive line? I think they've accepted a little bit of a challenge to try and carry Jerry Neuheisel a little bit. They know he's not going to throw the ball the same way Brett Hundley does. So let's lean on the running game a little bit. Left side, Malcolm Bunch, 78. Alex Redmond, 51. Jake Brendel, center, 54. Back-to-back plays with nice holes.
20-yard gain. They'll fire to the far side, and it's Johnson. Massey Johnson, a freshman from LA. Jordan Hicks hauls him down.
Good play in space by Jordan Hicks, the linebacker. Last 2 seasons interrupted by injuries. He missed 10 games each of the last 2 seasons with a hip injury and an Achilles injury in the last season. They're very happy to have him back because he's playing well in the early going.
13th play of the drive that started at the 10-yard line. Neuheisel swallowed whole. Great pressure. Hassan Ridgeway. Duke Thomas also there.
Watch here. Watch how they move out and take away the flare pass. Well done by Cedric Green, 88. So Neuheisel has to pull it down, and that allows Hassan Ridgeway, 98, Duke Thomas, 21, to get to the quarterback. A big assist to number 88, Cedric Green, for his coverage.
So a loss of 9. Third down and 18 at the 35. Here's Neuheisel. He'll drop it off to James. And he'll be well short of a first down. Duke Thomas with the tackle.
Texas has given up some yardage, but they've created some lost yardage plays against UCLA that have bailed them out on these 2 series. Have stopped drives with big sacks. First of Hundley, this time of Neuheisel.
So Kaimi Fairbairn comes in to attempt a 47-yarder. His career line is 48. And Fairbairn, I tell you, he's going to hit that one from 50 plus. UCLA strikes first blood. 37 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Bruins up 3 shake. (3-0) our score. Let's go down to Molly for a report on Hundley.
Thanks, Gus. Trainers were just rubbing something on Brett Hundley's left elbow, and they were signaling with their hands for him to open and close his left hand. He was wincing in pain, and he tried to grasp a football with both hands, and he was in obvious pain. We have no official word yet on his status, but it looks like he's out for now.
Wow. I mean, you talk about a kid who came back, had a chance to go to the NFL last year, likely would have been a first-round selection, decided to stay in school, polish some things up, added the game. But even more importantly to the Bruins and Bruin fans, he does everything for their offense. Gets them in and out of, gets them into good plays, out of bad ones, line calls, you name it.
Here's Marcus Johnson from the goal line. Johnson crosses the 20 and it's upended at the 22. So coming up, Texas with the ball down 3-0. Fox College Football is sponsored by Chevrolet. Find new roads. And by Sprint. 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter. UCLA with a 3-0 lead over Texas as the Longhorn offense comes back onto the field. Swoop so far starting 5 of 5 for 33 yards. Texas, though, with no rushing yards. First down and 10 at the 22. And the Swoops started the game against BYU 8 of 8.
They've got to find a way for him not just to be accurate, but to get the ball downfield a little bit.
Shipley in motion. They give it to him on the jet sweep, and he'll get to the 30, maybe the 31-yard line before being taken down.
Sean Watson, the play caller for Texas, I think is going to have to be the master of illusion tonight. Show different things, different looks, and try and fool UCLA a little bit to buy a little extra time for this inexperienced offensive line and his young quarterback.
Closing moments of the first quarter after the 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2, and they won't get the play off. So that's the end of the quarter. UCLA with a 3-0 lead, but Texas competing. We'll see if it stands right after this. Yeah, welcome back to the Fox College Football Game of the Week, presented by the Cree LED Bulb. 3 quarterbacks so far, folks, have combined to go 13 for 13 in the first quarter. Here's Swoops. First pass of the second quarter, and he connects with Shipley. That's a first down, Texas.
They were able to actually fool Miles Jack on that play. He took a couple steps towards the line of scrimmage and had to peel back to try and get underneath the coverage. But it was a little bit too late. Shipley had beat him to the spot, and Swoops delivered.
4 catches so far for Shipley. First down and 10 at the 45. And they'll run it right. Malcolm Brown picking his way forward. And he gets to the 49-yard line. They'll give him 4. Miles Jack and Jaleel Wadu coming up with the tackle.
How about the formation that Texas just ran? Trying to help out this inexperienced offensive line. They try to go a little bit heavier. Watch a tight end go in motion. You've got a tight end here to help create a heavier blocking scheme to try and help out this inexperienced offensive line. Now you've got 5 to a side to give Malcolm Brown at least a little bit of a crease.
2nd and 5. Brown. Malcolm Brown. That's Texas football right there. They've had a couple of pretty good running backs over the years.
And here's another one in Malcolm Brown, who last year, the last 3 games, averaged about 130 yards per game running the ball. He found a small crease and hurdled his way through it. And one of the things they talked about this week at Texas, it's an inexperienced offensive line, but running backs, guess what? You may have to do more with just a little bit of blocking. It's on you to create some extra yardage yourselves.
He went over 2,000 yards for his career against North Texas. Play action. Swoops. Now he'll run it. And he gets drilled. Nicely done. Eric Kendricks, the redshirt senior from Fresno.
That's good coverage downfield by UCLA, number 21, Tahan Goodman. Safety took away a crossing route that I think the Swoops wanted. And when that was taken away, Eric Kendricks with a terrific form tackle. That's how you teach it on tape. Look at him taking the legs, shoulder into the midsection, and puts him down.
2nd down and 8. All of the 26. Brown standing next to Swoops. And Brown gets it back, still on his feet, keeps his balance and leans forward. Gets close to the 1st down mark. Deion Hollins and Jaleel Wadu. Talk about those great running backs, Earl Campbell, Ricky Williams, Cedric Benson. One of my favorites, Reese Holmes.
I'll throw one more at you. Roosevelt Leaks. We can go on all day with him, can't we?
Yes, we can.
Larry Webster.
Round 18th on the all-time rushing list for Texas.
I like the way that they are going about things in terms of how determined the running backs are running. They told them, you may have to do a little bit more with a lot less right now as this line comes into shape. So we look at the red zone offense for this season, 5 touchdowns and 8 possessions and 1 field goal.
Johnny Strong, 11-2 and 12-1 in the last 2 years of Norman. Big East Coach of the Year in 2010 and 2012. Big time challenge here. Here's Brown. And Miles Jack comes up and makes a tackle.
See, this is where it gets tough now for a young quarterback. The field is condensed. So even when you run misdirection, you're not going to get it as spread out as you would out in the open field where you have different guys going different places. The UCLA defenders know you can only go so far now. So Tyrone Swoops, if he has an opening to throw the football, has to be extremely accurate, and now we'll have to fit it into tight windows.
3rd down and 6. At the 14, Malcolm Brown the pistol back. Swoops wants to throw. Dances out of the pocket. Swoops. And it'll go out of bounds. Not enough for the 1st down. Deion Hollins giving chase. And they'll bring on the field goal unit.
So he's wanting to look to his left to Shipley, number 8 in the slot, and out to the top to Marcus Johnson, number 7. Covered to Han Goodman, number 21, has Shipley deep. In the short zone, you had number 15, Priest Willis. Nowhere to go with the ball. They ran him down out in the flat.
Nick Rose, 3rd year. Normally a kickoff specialist. 1st year as the place kicker. This from 33 yards away. We're level at 3. Nick Rose with the equalizer. Brett Hundley being taken into the locker room. He was on the sidelines taking snaps, but he fumbled a couple of the snaps. So it looks like they'll take a closer look at their star quarterback who injured his elbow in the 1st quarter.
If anyone knows about numbness in an arm, It's Texas fans. National championship game against Alabama. Colt McCoy in the first quarter gets hit. Has a numb arm. Can't come back into the ball game. Doesn't get to play. Texas loses the national championship game. You see the game summary, Brett Hundley leaving with the arm. Last thing I saw him before he went out was he mouthed, "I'll be back." And that means the pressure right now is on Jerry Neuheisel. His backup, son of former head coach of UCLA, Rick Neuheisel. He will be running the offense.
Here's Adams from the goal line. And he's taken down at the 15. But a flag on the play. Duke Thomas with the tackle. Let's see if he grabbed a face mask.
Flag looked away from, looked behind the play. That's often a hold or a legal block, isn't it, on kick returns?
On the return, holding, receiving team number 7. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
You are correct, sir. Marcus Johnson. So here comes Rick Neuheisel, son of a coach. He's got his big chance here. Fox College Football is sponsored by the all-new Volkswagen Golf. Ready, set, golf. All right, let's go to Cole Wright in the studio for a Lowe's Never Stop Improving game break.
Thank you, gentlemen, and we'll go to Chestnut Hill, BC, and number 9 USC. Second quarter, Cody Kessler to Javorius Allen, 51 yards, running like his feet are on fire. That made it 17-13 Trojans. Eagles, they could use some Molly McGrath mojo. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much. First down and 10 at the 8-yard line for Jerry Neuheisel and the UCLA Bruins. And they'll run it with Nate Starks this time. UCLA using 3 running backs already, Paul Perkins, Jordan James, and Nate Starks. But you know how your coaches always say, make sure you're ready. I'm sure that Rick Neuheisel told his son that many times in his career, and now he gets his big break in for Brett Hundley.
And it's here, and it's now, and so far he seems to be doing well poise-wise as that ball was batted away. But it'd be interesting to me to see what Texas wants to do now. With Jerry Neuheisel in the game and not Brett Hundley. See the fake here, tries to throw it out there, and number 91, Bryce Cottrell, gets a paw on it and knocks it away. How much do you try and attack Jerry Neuheisel? And how much do you just go ahead and play your normal defense? Charlie Strong, Vance Bedford, the defense coordinator, will make a decision on that.
Third down and 9 at the 9. Fuller in motion. Neuheisel swings it out to Perkins. Perkins picks up a first down and more. He gets crushed at the end of the play, but some great running. Jason Hall, the freshman from Grand Prairie, Texas, with the tackle.
He's excited about the hit. He's a freshman, just starting to play college football. That's natural. Very good tackle. But it was a first down for UCLA. So the Bruins quietly go back, start another series.
Gain of 14. Here's a handoff to Perkins. Nothing. Steve Edmond, the middle linebacker. Senior with the stop.
And on that play, Vance Bedford, the defensive coordinator, went with a little bit of sickle mode. He took the linebacker, Edmond, walked him up to the line of scrimmage. He was almost there at the point of the handoff.
Second and 13 at the 20. And Perkins again stacked up, taken down. Jason Hall, first man to it.
And we got a flag on the play.
Jordan Hicks also in on the play.
Charlie Strong going to decline the penalty, bring up third down.
Illegal formation, offense. Too many men lined up in the backfield. That penalty is declined. Third down.
As you noted, Gus, another nice play by Jason Hall. They took it from the safety position and did what a lot of people call a run blitz. Moved him up to the line of scrimmage. He was in the backfield and made the tackle.
Longhorns with a chance to get off the field right here. UCLA faced with a third down and 13 at their own 19-yard line. Empty backfield for Jerry Neuheisel. They'll let it fly. Steps up and sacked.
this was the Jason Hall series. Watch him clean to the quarterback. Perkins steps up, thinks the threat is inside first with Shiro Davis #1. Instead, Hall off the edge. 3 nice plays in a row for Jason Hall.
Coming out of the end zone, Shipley, the deep man, signals for the fair catch, and he'll have it at the 42. And a flag on the play all the way at the goal line. Matt Mangle, the UCLA punter.
Remember, we've got a neutral crew tonight from the Big Ten Conference. Neither conference represented by the officials this evening.
Running into the kicker, receiving team number 31. 5-yard penalty will be added on to the end of the kick. First down.
And that's Jason Hall, also playing on special teams. But Texas with the ball.
Coming up on the at&t halftime, LA's other team, USC, in the top 10 and in Boston tonight. Oklahoma, they're on Fox next Saturday. Tonight, they look to remain unbeaten as they host Tennessee, and the thrilling finish between Georgia and South Carolina is highlighted. All that coming up at the break.
You know, I'm a little jealous. You notice Rob's attire?
I know.
He's just getting better and better. He's wearing pink now.
You know the deal is.
He's swagged out.
That's Vicky.
Oh, that is Vicky.
That's Vicky.
Our wardrobe lady.
Vicky hooking him up.
First down and 10 for UT, and this time it's Jonathan Gray. Running left. Texas very confident running the ball, especially after that last series. Brown, 7 carries, 47 yards.
Ran with determination, and he did get help from that inexperienced offensive line trying to come together. Jake Rollerson, the center, stepped in for Dominic Espinosa, who had 40 straight starts. He's a redshirt freshman. Taylor Doyle get his first start against BYU at right guard. Kent Perkins out of position at right tackle. I mean, they're trying to fashion it all together.
Gain of 3 on the last play, 2nd and 7. Swoops, sprints out, throws on the move. Shipley. Depending on where his knee went down, looks like a first down.
He's going to be a little short. Just a tad short. To bring up 3rd and just a little bit. Gus, quick observation here, partner. The way this game is going, I think the pressure has shifted rapidly to the UCLA defense.
3rd down and short. They need a yard. And they may have to measure and see where they spot the football, but now they give them the first down. So Swoops using that big 6'4", 243-pound frame.
And the reason I say that the pressure shifted to UCLA's defense is we know Brett Hundley's hurt. We're not sure about his return. Jerry Neuheisel is going to be a game manager, although we'll get into that some other time. But he has not shown a proclivity toward throwing the ball downfield or running ability. So now those big plays you get from Hundley aren't there. Here's Jeff Ulbrich, the defensive coordinator. So the pressure's on UCLA's defense to hold the fort now because Texas's defense is going to go after Jerry Neuheisel.
Here's Swoops stepping up in the pocket. Decides to run and goes down to 49 by Eric Kendricks.
Called that name a lot already, haven't you? 16 tackles, a forced fumble that turned into a touchdown, and an interception return for a touchdown against Virginia week 1 when he was named National Defensive Player of the Week. His brother Michael plays with the Philadelphia Eagles. His father Marv led UCLA rushing 2 seasons when he played for the Bruins. Big-time football family. He doesn't get enough credit because Miles Jack's on the defense with him. But Eric Kendricks is the heart and soul of UCLA's defense.
Had 10 tackles, 9 solo tackles against Memphis last week.
And he's mad at himself, so he didn't play very well. Didn't play to his standard against Memphis.
Shipley in motion, swoops out of the gun, looks to Johnson, hands up the blockers in front, tries to break it back, but goes down. How about that? Wadu. Great open field tackle, but a flag.
And there is a flag down on the line.
Clipping, offense, number 82. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. It remains 2nd down.
That's Jeff Swain, the senior tight end from Chico, California.
And the #1 aspect to his game is blocking. I think this is Jeff Swain right here, the tight end. Got a nice block there. Unless it happened back behind the play after the initial 2, we didn't see it.
So a loss of 15, second down and 21. Swoops underneath and caught. This time it's Ja'Cory Warwick. The sophomore from Houston. Swoops throwing on the move.
Have you noticed that in the passing game for Texas, if Swoops is in the pocket, they get the ball out of his hands quickly. It's very quick. If it's not, they will roll him out and move him from one side to the other to at least give him an option to run in case he's pressured.
He's 10 of 10 to start this game.
Nice job by Sean Watson in calling plays. And Tyrone Swoops showing maturity early with a nice hot start.
3rd and 6. Swoops lets it go. Shipley first down.
You know when you can tell a quarterback starting to grow up? When they start making plays. Not just taking the plays that are already there for them and are easily generated. He just made a play. Listen to the crowd. Now start to chant his name. The big Swoops cheer goes up.
Shipley, though, 6 catches, 52 yards. First down at the UCLA 40. And they hand it off to Gray. Pick up a deuce. Miles Jack brings him to the turf.
I think UCLA really wants to attack Tyrone Swoops, attack the offensive line, the inexperienced line of Texas. But they've done a nice job of changing things up and creating that illusion we talked about earlier, things happening one way and going another. And it's made UCLA a little bit hesitant.
Second down and 8. Swoops lines up. Incomplete. Jonathan Gray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. That one off his hands.
I know the Texas Rangers played earlier today. What do you think the RPMs were on that ball that Swoops just threw? He was amped up on that throw.
He had some gasoline on it, that's for sure.
He almost threw it through Jonathan Gray instead of to him.
First incomplete pass for Tyrone Swoops. Brings up 3rd down and 8 at the 38. They need to get to the UCLA 30 for first down. Jonathan Gray, the pistol back.
They're coming after him here.
Here's Swoops. Throws incomplete. Lorenzo Joe, the intended receiver, and a flag in the Texas backfield. 2 flags, actually.
And we got one at the point where the receiver was, and one in the backfield where Swoops was throwing the football.
2 penalties on the play. Offense, holding number 76. Defense, pass interference, number 10. Those penalties offset. Replay 3rd down.
So that was Kent Perkins, number 76 right here. He's going to get the holding call. And then downfield, number 10 is Fabian Moreau. See right there as he grabs the defensive end. And then Moreau right there working against number 84, Lorenzo Joe. He's got a full grasp of him and the ball's in the air.
3rd down and 8 at the 38. Swoops will get another shot at it. Under pressure, thrown high, incomplete. Shipley was open, and he had running room, but the pressure forced Ty Swoops to get rid of it high and early.
Texas's Malcolm Brown is playing at an elite level. So is UCLA's Kenny Clark, number 97.
Well, it looks like on 4th down, Texas electing to go for it.
But you're kind of in no man's land. If you punt it, it's a tough punt for your punter. It's too far for the field goal. And this is a Texas team trying to generate some enthusiasm and get this crowd rolling.
John Harris comes in, number 9, wide receiver. Ja'Cory Warwick splitting top of your screen. Shipley in the slot, number 8. He's been the go-to man. Here's Swoops. Looking. With time. Dances out of the pocket. Throws on the right. He's got it. Toward the 5. Young fella making plays. John Harris. And Coach Strong says, attaboy. Gain of 33.
We talked about it a couple of plays ago. When you make plays, not just take the ones that are there, that's the sign of growth. And Tyrone Swoops with patience. Danced out to the right on the out of the pocket. Kept his eyes downfield. John Harris stayed with his quarterback and presented himself as an open target deep.
3:23 to go, second quarter. Texas fighting. Their young quarterback stepping up big time.
How about this big play from the sophomore quarterback, Tyrone Swoops? Gets out of the pocket, but John Harris, the senior receiver, made sure he stayed with the play and came from all the way across the field to get open, setting up Texas in business near the 5-yard line.
12th play of the drive that started at the 38. First down and goal. Longhorns at the UCLA 5. Swoops in the shotgun. He'll throw it. No, he elects to run it, and he is taken down flat on the play. Texas really turning it on at one time.
Holding, offense number 66. 10-yard penalty, replay first down.
Number 66, Cedric Flowers, playing left guard, and Gus, I think on that play, that was youthful enthusiasm there. Tyrone Swoops, he was so amped up after the last play. He had the swing pass out of the backfield with blocking in front, and he didn't give it to him. Kept him, tried to do it himself, then turned it into a penalty.
At one time, the total yards, UCLA 101, Texas 33. Now, total yards, UCLA 104, Texas 167. First down and goal at the 15. And they hand it off to Gray. Goes down to 12, maybe the 11. Ismail Adams with the tackle. Kenny Young in the vicinity.
What about the return of Jonathan Gray? Last year, he ruptured his Achilles tendon playing against the University of West Virginia. Missed the last 4 games of the season, yet made it back by training camp this August. Remarkable recovery.
Second down goal at the 12. Swoops. Sprints on again. Everybody covers. Swoops going on it. Swoops leads forward out of bounds at the 2. A 9-yard gain.
Sean Watson, his quarterback's coach. Listen to it. The quarterback's coach, Sean Watson, is excited about the run and cringing at the same time. He does not want to see his quarterback taking these types of hits. When we talked to him, he talked about, I want to make sure we have protected runs with him, that he's not open and exposed, because he's got to play the entire four quarters.
You probably think Domino's pizza cheese comes out of a big plastic bag, and it does. But before it goes into that bag, our cheese was crafted to perfection by an award-winning mozzarella maker using milk from family-owned dairy farms. And we got help from a cheese technologist and a National Cheese Institute laureate award winner, which is really a thing. So order 2 medium, 2-topping Domino's pizzas for $5.99 each, and taste why you can't judge a cheese by its bag.
Game tied at 3, 2:06 to go in the second quarter. 12th ranked UCLA. They've got their hands full with this Texas team. Jim Mora, undefeated to start this season, winning at Virginia and at home against Memphis. Third down goal at the 2.
Be ready here for Texas. Option might be a term here for Texas.
Here's Swoops, throws in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. M.J. McFarland.
McFarland here, block, get out into the flat, fake to the tailback, Gray. McFarland totally bypassed by the coverage. They were playing the run fake first. Swoops drops it right in the bucket for the touchdown.
Nick Rose into a Tyrone swoops, leading Texas on a 14-play drive, and the Longhorns have the lead.
Welcome back to at&t Stadium in Arlington, Texas, where the Longhorns lead the Bruins 10-3. In addition to the world's largest hanging video screen overhead, this stadium has some unbelievable amenities, including large touchscreen exhibits called immersive columns. They're placed throughout the concourse. I got a chance to check them out before the game, and these things are unbelievable. They feature player facts and info, and this place is so high-tech. Jim Mora brought his team here yesterday for a walkthrough to avoid being awestruck by it all today. Guys?
All right, Molly, thank you very much. As Texas sends it away, Adams and Fuller back deep. This one unreturnable. So Jerry Neuheisel in for Brett Hundley, who injured his elbow and was taken into the locker room in the first quarter. He was taken into the locker room actually in the second quarter. But the injury took place in the first quarter, and you get the feeling, Charles, that this Longhorn defense is going to dial it up a bit.
I'd be surprised if they did anything but bring a lot of pressure at Jerry Neuheisel. He's not nearly the running threat. He hasn't proven he can throw the ball downfield and sting them yet. I think Texas is going to apply as much pressure as possible to Jerry Neuheisel when he's in the pocket.
From the 25, Neuheisel finds his receiver going forward. We'll get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard on the play. Hall and Cedric Reed.
And it's not just attacking Jerry Neuheisel. They'll attack the receivers, too, because they've got to prove that they can run by them, and Jerry Neuheisel can deliver. So you cut down the yardage between you and the receiver as a defensive back. If they throw it short, you're right there to make a play.
1 yard gain. Once again, it's Fuller. And he crosses the 30, gets up to the 32. Adrian Colbert, the safety, with the tackle.
See, if I'm Texas, I still think they're giving too much ground right now. I would snug up to those receivers and cut down the splits until they prove that they can run past us and Jerry Neuheisel can deliver.
Third down and 3 at the 32. UCLA 4 for 7 on third down conversions. Neuheisel hands it off to Perkins, and he won't pick up the first down. He runs into a wall. Desmond Jackson, first man to him.
It's knowing that your door is always open and your path is free to walk. That makes me tend to leave my sleeping bag rolled up and stashed behind your couch. And it's knowing I'm not shackled by forgotten words and bonds.
Look at the quarterback comparison so far. Brett Hundley was 4 for 4 throwing the ball. Jerry Neuheisel 6 of 7, but everything is really at the line of scrimmage or behind the line of scrimmage, and Texas is running it down.
Matt Mangle running from the 17, and Texas runs into the kicker again. Second time it's happened. Matt Mangle is down. And I believe it's Jason Hall again.
He's made some nice plays. A true freshman has made some nice plays on defense, but in special teams, he
running into the kicker. Receiving team, number 31. 5-yard penalty. Results in a first down, UCLA.
Both times they gave him running into the kicker instead of roughing, so it's only a 5-yard penalty, but this time they needed less than 5 for the first down. Good job by Mangle leaving his leg up in the air. There's Hall running by him. He tries to go through him, but he tripped up the back leg and got it. The official had no choice but to throw the flag. So you love the enthusiasm of Hall, but he's got to be able to dial it down in the kick situations. They were off the field. They had the ball with a little bit of time left in the half. Instead, UCLA will get one more opportunity.
Mangle getting up slowly. This young man was set to join the Marines after high school, opted to try college football instead. He's a transfer from Long Beach City College.
See if he'll be able to come back and punt later. Otherwise, they might have to go to Adam Cyril as the backup punter. And if you're UCLA at this point, down 10-3 here at the half, 43 seconds, they might run draw or screen or something like that here. See if they can pick up some good yardage. Otherwise, they might just want to take it to the half and call it square and start over again. Remember, because of a screw up at the coin toss, UCLA will get the ball to start the second half.
First down at the 38 after the penalty. Neuheiser, pump fake. Throws to his receiver. Out of the backfield, Jordan James. He stops the clock with 38 seconds to go after picking up 3. Second and 7. Neuheiser again. Looks downfield. In trouble. Reverses. And throws a great throw. Thomas Duarte with the catch. Jerry Neuheiser moving the chains. The clock stops at 29 seconds.
And before the throw, how about the movement in the pocket to create the extra time for a receiver to shake free, and then he delivered accurately downfield. Well done by Jerry Neuheiser.
Remember, Kaimi Fairbairn has hit a 48-yarder. It could have been from 50 plus. First down and 10 at the 46. Neuheiser again. Scrambling. Throws. And out of bounds. Where do they need to get to, Charles, to get in Fairbairn territory?
Well, to be safely in Fairbairn territory. Remember that field goal he kicked? That was just this 8th he had made out of his last 17 from 40 or more yards. 35 and in, he's made 16 straight. He's got to get to the 35-yard line to make it a 52-yard kick. So you want to get inside of there.
Second down and 10 at the 46. Neuheiser under pressure. Broken up. Adrian Colbert coming over. And he'll dream about that one because he almost had an interception.
Good break on the ball by Colbert. Almost picks it off. But there is a hidden message in there from UCLA. And that is Jerry Neuheiser will throw the ball downfield. Everything won't be a swing behind the line of scrimmage. So you have to play him a little more straight up now.
UCLA with 2 timeouts left in the first half. Third down and 10 at the 46. Neuheiser. And incomplete. Jordan James, the intended receiver. He had running room. And that brings up fourth down.
You know what I liked about this series on defense from Texas? They didn't just sit back and prevent. They came after him a few times to try and make sure that the ball got out of his hands, as opposed to just saying, okay, we'll stay back in zone and give you as much time to throw as you want.
So Shipley goes back. Adam Searle sends it away. And it's fair caught at the 20. So what an interesting first half. The All-America candidate, Brett Hundley, injuring his left elbow in the first quarter. He took snaps on the sideline, fumbled some of the snaps, taken into the locker room in the second quarter. Jerry Neuheiser, son of Rick Neuheiser, the former head coach and Rose Bowl winning quarterback of UCLA, comes in the game, looks solid, and then there's Tyrone Swoops. Making plays, and Texas heads into the locker room, leading the 12th ranked team in the nation. 10-3. Swoops, 13 of 15, 123 yards and a touchdown. Let's go downstairs to Molly with Coach Strong.
Thanks, guys. Tyrone Swoops looked a lot more confident in his second start. He saved that play on fourth down. What is he doing well tonight?
Well, the thing he's doing is reading the coverages, and then when it does break down and we're not able to execute, he's using his speed, and you see what he did there on that 4th down play. He's able to get outside the defense and make the throw.
Coach, what happened at the beginning of the game with that coin toss?
Oh, my goodness. I love to know myself. But, you know, we just got to settle down. I know we got to go back here and kick off, but we just got to continue to stop them on defense.
All right, thanks, Coach.
All right.
Back to you guys.
All right, it's halftime here at at&t Stadium with the score. Texas 10, 12th ranked UCLA 3. Now we send you to the at&t Fox College Football halftime. Here's Rob Stone.
Put that on sale. Take me back to the shack, back to the start with the lightning strap. Kicking the door, more hardcore, rocking out like it's 94. Let's turn up the radio, turn off those stupid singing.
And welcome back to the Fox College Football Game of the Week, presented by the Creed LED bulb. And Texas with a surprising 10-3 lead over 12th ranked UCLA as we prepare to start the second half. Gus Johnson along with Charles Davis and CD. You have to like the way Coach Strong prepared his Longhorns in that first half. And for UCLA, we're going to find out a lot about the Bruins over the next 30 minutes.
Yeah, Charlie Strong got his Longhorns off the deck after the BYU embarrassment. And now Jim Moore has got to get his UCLA Bruins going because they haven't really gotten started this season in a complete game. The 3 things you need to know here for this ball game in the first 30 minutes. Brett Hundley hurt his left elbow, left the game. We have not seen him back yet. Jerry Neuheisel now in the game at quarterback. And Texas's defense has done a fantastic job holding them since that time. And of course, we couldn't resist, folks. Swoops, there it is. Tyrone Swoops, the young quarterback, has played awfully well. So for Jim Mora, he's got to get his team ready to go. I think the offensive line has to play much better in the second half and help his running backs. And Texas on defense continue to attack UCLA's offense and Jerry Neuheisel.
So Hundley on the sideline. Let's go downstairs to Molly McGrath.
Thanks, Gus. I talked to Bruins head coach Jim Moore at the half. He told me that Brett Hundley is doubtful to return. He has that left elbow wrapped in ice, but he said, look, I'm not worried. We have all the confidence in the world in Jerry Neuheisel. He was born for this. This is like a movie script. Neuheisel's family is from Texas. We believe in him. We just got to protect our quarterback and stop the run for that fairy tale ending. Gus?
And you saw Coach Wanstadt during the halftime talk about if you're Texas, you got to run the ball.
Yeah, you got to run and take the pressure off. And UCLA, the same we see our first half stats there presented by Geico, went in the way of Texas as that game developed.
Here's a run by Paul Perkins with Davis. Perkins breaking it back again. Paul Perkins all the way down to the UT 15. That's a gain of 48. Duke Thomas with the saving tackle.
Exactly what Coach Wanstead was talking about. You got a quarterback in the game who hasn't played much. Take the pressure off. Offensive line, these guys here have to get it together and really help out these running backs and create some space. They did on the first play.
Here's Neuheisel underneath and Devin Fuller with the catch. Andre Diggs comes up with the tackle. Hundley headsets on.
And that's
elbow wrap.
That's impressive, isn't it, Gus? You see your starting quarterback out of the game. He could be in the locker room moping. Instead, he's out trying to help his team.
Second down and 6 at the 11 opening drive of the second half for UCLA. Jordan James. So Texas hit with a big shot to start this second half. Adrian Colbert with the tackle. On the big run. Brings up third down, though, for UCLA. Down 10-3.
And after that big run, that big lightning bolt they struck with early, it's important to turn it into points here. You can imagine Texas forces them to kick a field goal, a win for the Longhorns. Plays in opponent territory, Texas 10-8 so far this evening.
Third down 2 at the 9. They'll hand it straight ahead of the first down for UCLA. Perkins. Shiro Davis, the junior from Shreveport, Louisiana, with the tackle. So first down and goal now for the Bruins. Nate Starks comes into the game at running back. They'll give it picks defensively for Texas. Brett Hundley going out the first quarter with an elbow injury. He's taken back into the locker room in the second quarter.
I'll tell you what, when they evaluate him for the NFL, the character check mark will be huge to watch a young man come back and help his team like that. See if they put the ball in the hands of Neuheisel to throw it here in this situation. Maybe Duarte, 18.
Second to go with the three. Neuheisel throws it into the back of the end zone. Incomplete. Jordan Payton, the intended receiver. Michael Thompson covering defensively for Texas.
Excellent coverage by Michael Thompson. Had him pinned to the back of the end zone and made it difficult to get the ball to him.
Third down goal at the 3.
And Eddie Vanderdoes, number 47, has come into the ball game in a fullback position for UCLA. He can catch the ball if they sneak him out of the backfield.
Miles Jack in and running back. Neuheisel on the boot there. Back in the end zone. Touchdown. Ayesi. And just like that, UCLA on their opening drive with a chance to tie it up.
Vanderdoes gets out into the flat. Yese just works in here. And that's how Neuheisel finds it. Good adjustment by Yese, coming back inside to catch it.
And the extra point is good. Bruins striking quickly to start the second half. And we're tied up at 10. Fox College Football is sponsored by the free LED bulb, the biggest thing since the light bulb. By Progressive, making it easy to bundle your home and car insurance. And by at&t, mobilizing your world. So Jim Mora and his Bruins striking quickly, game tied at 10. And Charlie Strong, when he looks back at this game, will say to himself,
Coin toss.
the coin toss.
And, you know, coaches give explicit instructions to their captains before they go out. I've seen it happen before, though, Gus. Captain goes out, gets a little bit confused, and guess what? You end up losing the talk. You end up losing your right to receive a kickoff in one of the halves. Texas lost it for both halves. That came back to haunt them as UCLA got the ball and scored.
So Fairbairn to send it away. Duke Thomas, Marcus Johnson back deep. And Marcus Johnson will take a knee. Let's go to Cole Wright in the studio for a Lowe's Never Stop Improving gameplay.
Thank you, fellas. Rice and Texas A&M, 7-zip Aggies, Kenny Hill and Ricky Seals-Jones. That's how you get it done. 13-yard connection. That made it a 2-score game. The Heisman campaign continues for Kenny Thrill. Back to you, Jensen.
Right. How about Ricky Seals-Jones? You know who his cousin is? Eric Dickerson.
It's a nice cousin to have.
Ended up going to Texas A&M instead of SMU.
See, I could be a really wise guy right now, but I'm not going to say anything.
We'll think it, won't say it.
So Charlie Strong and his offense takes over first down and 10 at the 25. Swoops. Knocked away. Terrific defending. And that's Ishmael Adams. And if you weren't with us at the top of the broadcast, UCLA won the toss. They deferred. Texas chose to kick it. That's why UCLA got the ball to start the second half.
Something about the state of Texas. If you go back to the old AFL, the name Abner Haynes, Google it if you get a chance. In the championship game, in overtime, his team won the toss, and he said, we'll kick to the clock. And they ended up having to kick off in overtime. Fortunately, they still won the game. But people in Texas still remember that with the old Dallas, Texas.
Second down and 10, Swoops. And you just pulled that out of your head. I mean,
I've got some stuff in there that probably shouldn't be there. But Abner Haynes was one of the all-time great players in the AFL who made a mistake in overtime of an AFL championship game. Fortunately enough, they got the ball back and won the game. But otherwise, can you imagine? He ran over to Hank Scribb. Hank's like, why are we kicking off? Didn't we win the toss? My bad, coach. I thought we wanted to defend the end.
Third down and 3 at the 32.
They may end up taking a timeout here.
And yes, they will. Coach Strong signaling for the timeout. Faced with the third down. Back after this. Fox College Football is sponsored by the Mazda CX-5. Is downright fun and confidence inspiring on a curving road. All right, this October, history will be made as baseball's postseason moves to America's new sports network. Fox Sports 1 is your new home for baseball's National League Division and Championship Series. And it all begins October 3rd. Third down to 3, the 32 for Texas. Here's Swoops. Throws on the move. Had it in his hands, but good coverage by
Darius Pickett.
Darius Pickett.
Another freshman. Now watch. Look at Pickett. He's in the coverage there, and he goes through the traffic and is there at the catch, what you call the moment of truth when the ball arrives at the receiver's hands. And I thought it was Pickett because that's who we have, number 8. Instead, that says Ortiz, Jalen Ortiz on the back of number 8's jersey. The number 8 we were given was a Darius Pickett.
Over to the sideline. And we'll take a break. Jerry Neuheisel back on the field right after this.
Okay, here are the top 5 teams ranked in the AP coming into this week. Auburn at number 5, Oklahoma at number 4, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Last week was number 2. They were at 3 last week. And then Oregon moves into the 2 slot, and Florida State, the defending national champions, at number 1.
First down at 10 to the 24. And this is Paul Perkins. Terrific defending for Texas. Jordan Hicks. We've called his name a number of times today.
Well, that was well diagnosed, wasn't it, by Jordan Hicks? They tried a little misdirection, throw back against the grain. Hicks is right there for the play.
A loss of 2. Second and 12 at the 22. Perkins keeps his legs churning. Desmond Jackson brings him down.
Remember the big run to start the second half by Perkins? Adrian Clem is the offensive line coach for UCLA. He did not like the way his offensive line played at Virginia, despite the fact Jake Brendel wasn't in the lineup. Their starting center. They had to shuffle and move Scott Quessenberry into center and bring in a true freshman, Najee Turan, to play. They gave up 5 sacks in that game. He didn't play well. He really got after him. The next week, they played a lot better against Memphis. I'll bet you at the half, he told his offensive line, guys, a lot of this game's going to come on us now. Backup quarterback in the game. We're not going to throw it the way we did before. We need you to be real strong in the run game in the second half.
Injured Longhorn on the field is Desmond Jackson, the senior from Houston.
He's the counterpart to Malcolm Brown. They're the 2 forces inside. Desmond Jackson, known as Tank, one of the strongest guys on the team. You know when you go and work out, Gus, you got 225 on the bench. You start, pumping them out. Desmond Jackson goes 32 times at 225.
32 times?
So he's getting close to your range.
Huh. Jackson has to be helped off. 32 times, 225. That's a strong man.
It's a strong man. Because you're also looking at, 6 foot 298 listed. So the shorter arms probably help, but he's put some time in that weight room. And look at that. There's the head coach, Charlie Strong, going out to help his young man off the field.
Third down and 6 at the 28. Here's Neuheisel. Looking for the first down. Has Devin Lucian, but he won't get it. He comes up short. Duke Thomas.
Watch the defensive backs. You know what they're doing? Flat-footed reads, meaning they're not retreating at the snap very much. They're just staying right there because they're not respecting a receiver running by them yet. So without that, you stay right in the spot, play everything short and contested.
They go back in the game after being injured in the first half. The punt. Shipley with the fair catch at the 35. Tyrone swoops. And the Texas offense coming up right after this. Next Saturday, the Fox College Game of the Week comes to you live from Morgantown as the 4th-ranked Oklahoma Sooners, led by Trevor Knight, head east to take on the West Virginia Mountaineers for prime time. Big 12 clash on Fox Sports 1 and Fox for a full slate of college football starting at 3:30 p.m. Eastern and streaming live on Fox Sports Go. Remember, West Virginia won today. They beat Maryland. They played Alabama tough early in the season. First game, losing to the Crimson Tide 33-20. First down at 10 at the 35. Brown. Malcolm Brown. Stopped by Eric Kendricks. Brown had a good rhythm going, but was taken out of the game for Jonathan Gray. And let's see if he can get that rhythm back.
He had 47 yards in the first half, ran the ball very well. Some nice ripping, slashing runs by Malcolm Brown.
2nd and 6 at the 39. Swoops. And Johnson with the catch of the first down, Texas. Now Desmond Johnson being carted off. Will go inside for evaluation.
Yeah, the counterpart to Malcolm Brown, big Desmond Jackson. They call him Tank. They'll go get him evaluated. Hopefully we'll get to see him back here. Like the illusion they showed on the last pass play, Gus. Little cross action, circling, and sucking it in for the completion.
Goes down to 10 at the 47. And Brown spinning, he'll pick up 3.
Even on runs where Malcolm Brown isn't getting into the secondary, he's winning his run. That play should have been at the line of scrimmage 1 yard. He stays with it, spins off of it, and ends up gaining 3. Eric Kendricks met him in the hole, and for him to spin out of the tackle by Kendricks, that takes some effort. Kendricks one of the better tacklers in the country.
Second and 7. Brown the single setback. Shipley the motion man. Play fake. Roll on. Swoops. That one thrown behind Shipley.
Is really the only place to throw it, which is interesting because Jaleel Wadu, number 2, had sat in the short zone and had taken away the rest of the crossing route for Shipley. So when Shipley came, Swoops had to throw it to the backside of him. Otherwise, he ran him right into Wadu, and either it was a collision or a play on the football.
So Texas needs to go to the UCLA 43-yard line. Faced with a 3rd down and 7. Ball at midfield. And Swoops will call a timeout.
And Charlie Strong is very unhappy right now. It's another timeout that had to be used.
Only 1 timeout remaining for Texas.
Here's a good one, Seattle. What did Geico say to the Mariner? We could save you a boatload. But what's Seattle's favourite noise? The Puget Sound. All right, never mind. Don't matter. This is a classic. What does an alien seamstress sew with? A space needle. Oh, come off it, Captain.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
The Texas Longhorns have played with great spirit, but they have mishandled some situations today.
Coin toss, where they ended up losing the ability to receive in both halves. A number of timeouts because they're not able to get the play calls in correctly. Let's see if they move Swoops here. That's when they have the most success throwing the football.
3rd down and 7 at midfield. Swoops checks down. Malcolm Brown lowers his shoulder, but will not pick up the 1st down. Kendricks, along with Priest Willis.
Oh, look at that shot at Kendricks. Gus, that was a big league play by Eric Kendricks. Okay, look at 6 right here. Now watch him run to the football. tries to get cut down by Jackson Shipley. Look at him get off the ground and make the play with some help from Priest Willis. Eric Kendricks, that's a great example of refusing to stay blocked. Coaches tell you all the time, you're going to get blocked, but don't stay blocked. Eric Kendricks scrambles through and makes another big-time play.
William Russ running for the third time. He's at his own 39. Adams back deep at the 7. Catch at the 11. Now, there's a brand new show coming to Fox that critics are really raving about, saying things like it's a lightning bolt of fresh air with the IT ensemble of the season. You don't want to miss Red Band Society this Wednesday at 9/8 Central on Fox.
Yeah, it's headed up by an Academy Award nominee, Octavia Spencer. Remember her in The Help?
Yes.
Look at Jerry Neuheisel's numbers. Been accurate, but they're not getting much yardage out of it. Paul Perkins doing yeoman's duty, running and catching the football.
First down at 10 to the 12. Jerry Neuheisel. He'll throw on first down to the far side. Jordan Payton. And he gets close to the first down. May have it. They're spotted a little short. So he'll gain close to 9 yards.
Finally, they get Jordan Payton. I believe that's his first catch of the evening. Their leading receiver coming into the game, the guy that Brett Hundley trusted the most in the receiver position.
Give it off to Paul Perkins, who picks up the first down. Jordan Payton last week against Memphis, 7 catches, 104 yards. He's had 15 catches coming into this game. Brett Hundley, if you weren't with us at the beginning of our game in the first quarter, Brett Hundley going out with an elbow. Perkins.
Looks like they're going heavy here for UCLA. I think they brought in an extra offensive lineman, number 68, Connor McDermott, playing on the right end here. He's an offensive tackle. 3rd and 1.
Play fake. Neuheisel has to get rid of it. Incomplete. Texas brought pressure. Cedric Reed. And UCLA has to punt.
And that's the second time tonight that Cedric Reed has made a big play without actually touching the football. Because on the play fake, they thought they would get him frozen. They weren't able to because he got right in the face of Neuheisel. And he altered the play without physically touching anyone.
Jackson Shipley back deep. And here's fair catch at the 30-yard line.
So I said earlier in this game that the pressure had shifted to UCLA's defense. Okay, because they lost Hundley, the offense might have a little bit of a struggle, and Texas's defense was going to attack UCLA's offense without Brett Hundley. Now, the Texas offense has to find a way to score some points. Their defense is playing very well for them, making this stand up. They've got to find a way to put the ball in the end zone, kick it through the posts, and help out their defense a little.
Jonathan Gray back in the game. Here's Swoops. That thrown pretty well. Should have been a catch for John Harris, who made a big one in the first half.
So fortunate it wasn't picked off. That's a tip drill that defensive backs work on all the time. A little high, but John Harris got to go up and get it. You got to help out your quarterback sometimes. And that ball stays up, and Ish Adams, quick, almost gets to the football.
Second and 10. Swoops again. This time to Gray. Jonathan Gray. To Goodman, the safety. Now you see UCLA defensively. They're really starting to deliver some blows.
You know what Tahan Goodman's nickname is? The Serpent, because he strikes. And boy, did he on that play. Getting his first start at UCLA tonight for Randall Goforth. Normally the starter, he has injuries to both shoulders. Goodman has come in and played well this evening.
Gain of 4. 3rd down, 6 is the 34. UCLA showing blitz. Here they come. Swings. Finds Gray. And he will not get the first down. Jalen Ortiz defensively pushed him out of bounds, and Texas has to punt it away.
It looked like they might have had a chance on that. Might have had a chance on that play. It looked like it was set up, but UCLA's ability to close in the secondary, Jalen Ortiz took away what appeared to be a nice opening after the pass was completed. Second nice play we've seen this evening from Jalen Ortiz.
So Ish Adams goes back. He's standing at his own 19. William Russ. High spiraling punt. That backs up. Adams to the 5. And Adams, great special teams coverage. Going down inside the 10. Peter Jenkins with the tackle on special teams. A 59-yard punt. Fox Sports Supports is proud to team up with Boys and Girls Clubs of America. Boys and Girls Clubs help young people to reach their full potential through programs that promote character, leadership, education, healthy lifestyles, and more. For more information, visit foxsportssupports.com. First down at 10 of the 20. Neuhauser, far side. And Jordan Payton to get out of bounds after gaining 6.
That is the staple of what they're doing, throwing the football early in downs. Jerry Neuheisel throwing it out to the flats. Wide receiver screens, swings. UCLA a nice gain on first down.
Get the feeling that that may set up a double move to go down the field. 2nd and 4 at the 18. Perkins out of the backfield. And he's wrestled out of bounds at the 22 by Duke Thomas.
And I think you made an excellent point there, Gus, about what it could set up, which is one of the reasons I think that Texas has not totally come up and just jammed every receiver at the line of scrimmage. They're still protecting themselves a little bit with the double move. Nice job by Perkins getting all he could with good coverage. There's Duke Thomas over the top finishing off the play.
First down from the 23. And he handed off to Jordan James. But you know who I'm really impressed with in terms of poise? And I'm sure our colleague at the Pac-12 Network, who's probably sitting in the studio right now, would agree with me.
Yeah, Jerry Neuheisel's done a very good job this evening, jumping into a tough situation and acting unfazed.
Coach's kid, ready to play. First down, Jordan James.
You know how they always tell the backup you have to practice as if you're going to play? And, you know, most kids really don't listen to that. Like, yeah, I'll never play. Brett Hundley's always out there. Jerry Neuheisel does and did. And that's why he's out there and able to maneuver the offense as well as he has tonight.
First down at the 34. James again. Daylight. Jordan James. Out of bounds, but he gets inside Texas territory. An 18-yard pickup. Duke Thomas knocks him down.
You remember in our meeting with Jim Moore, he did say that Jerry Neuheisel, if he does want to coach, Jim would hire him tomorrow on his staff. If he engineers a win tonight, that could happen sooner rather than later, huh?
We got about it. First down and 10. This time it's Devin Lucien. Now, great balance by UCLA, and they're keeping this Texas defense off balance.
I like that observation, Gus, because really, when you look at it, they're not doing a lot to them. They're mixing it up, throwing it out, wide receiver screen, swing, and then running the ball inside. And they've been effective with that combination.
Perkins this time. Cedric Reed tackles him, and he's close to a first down.
This is one of those drives where I think the offensive line is starting to really come together and gel for UCLA. Protecting in the pass game and in the run game, creating enough space and moving people, displacing them enough that the running backs are finding 3, 4, 5 yards of crack.
First down at the Texas 38. Neuhauser pump fake. Lucian breaks the tackle, gets out of bounds, and found the line of scrimmage punt. A late hit, it looks like, and a flag on the play.
And I don't know if that was on the actual tackle of Lucian. I saw Mossy Johnson, 14, over the sideline, tangled up with a couple of Texas players. You see Lucian, 15, he's over the sideline, but here's the end of the play, and that's going to be the penalty. Mossy Johnson, number 14.
After the play was over, personal foul, offense number 14. 15-yard penalty, it'll be second down.
Now this is the first game that Mossy Johnson has played, a true freshman. A little over-exuberant, trying to make a play at the end, and it cost his team. They had it going very well. Now you talk about coaches when they say we can't get behind the chains. First and 26 is what's, excuse me, second and 26, which is commonly known as behind the chains.
Ball caught, Devin Fuller.
Wow, did you see Condre Diggs, number 6 for Texas, get upset with his teammate on that play?
Yes, he was.
You know why? Because Adrian Colbert was playing for the interception instead of playing through the receiver and trying to break up the pass, allowed the play to be completed.
Gain of 6, 3rd and 16 at the 44. They need to go to the 28 of Texas for a first down. And broken up. Beautifully done, Jordan Hicks. No turnovers in this game so far, but Texas has had some opportunities.
Now that's known as bracket coverage. Jordan Hicks, the linebacker, underneath. Over the top was number 6, Quandre Diggs. Very difficult to fit a ball into that tight of coverage. Hicks had the best play on the ball, but Diggs had the coverage over the top as well.
Shipley inside his own 10, heading to the far side. And he fair catches it inside the 5.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he'd like to have that one back.
Yeah. Look, if you're going to fair catch it to 4, you're better off letting it hit and taking your chances, because you're not going to get much worse. We see what's happened so far in this game. Brett Hundley, the injured elbow in the first half. He went to the locker room. Now he's on the sideline trying to help his team. The touchdown pass, Tyrone Swoops to MJ McFarland in the first half. And what a beautiful throw by Jerry Neuhauser, throwing Nate Yesse open to equalize things here at 10.
And Texas backed up now. Gus Johnson, Charles Davis, Molly McGrath, and Mike Pereira in LA. A pretty clean game so far. First down at 10. At the 4. Swoops. 5. Marcus Johnson, first down. Marcus Johnson ran a great route. And Tyrone Swoops put it on the money.
And actually had enough time that he let the receiver clear the underneath coverage. It looked like Ish Adams was underneath. He let Johnson clear it and put the ball on the number 7 of Marcus Johnson for the completion.
Gain of 16. Marcus Johnson, 4 catches, 40 yards. Malcolm Brown now gets through. Crosses the 25 up to the 26. Miles Jack making the tackle. And a gain of 6.
You know who else is growing up tonight? This offensive line of Texas.
Right.
10 combined starts coming into this evening. They were overwhelmed in the second half against BYU last week. Had a tough time. But now they're starting to put it together. Marcus Hutchins, number 65, the left tackle. In fall camp, he was a defensive lineman. These guys now just putting it together, about 3 weeks together as a unit.
2nd and 4. Brown again. And this time, not a lot of room. Kendricks at the bottom. Kenny Clark up top for UCLA. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 3. Game tied at 10 apiece. Texas led 10-3 at halftime, but UCLA scored on their opening drive of the second half. Jerry Neuheisel throwing his first career touchdown. 3rd and 3. Swoops. Goes up top. And a flag on the play. In the backfield. Incomplete. John Harris, the intended receiver.
John Harris almost wrapped around and made the catch. But that flag in the backfield is usually bad for the offense.
Holding. Offense number 76. Penalties declined. 4th down.
Yeah, it's the second hold against Kent Perkins tonight, but now that it'll be a 4th down, and Texas will have to punt the ball away. Deion Hollins was coming on the rush, and Perkins had to grab him before he got to his quarterback. Charlie Strong was watching the replay on the big screen overhead. It's mesmerizing, isn't it?
Certainly is. Will Russ drives this football again. Goes Adams back to the 10. Adams tries to get outside, but nothing doing. Nashawn Hughes with the special teams tackle. Back-to-back monstrous punts. 63 yards for that one for Russ. Prior to it, he had a 59-yard punt.
That was really good coverage, because my initial thought was he might have out-kicked his coverage. Looked like Ish Adams had plenty of room when he caught the ball, but the coverage came so quickly and closed. Very well done by the Texas punt coverage team.
So UCLA will start from their own 22. James.
Bobbled it in the backfield.
And that'll take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. UCLA striking quickly. Jerry Neuheisel, first career touchdown. We're tied at 10, heading to the 4th.
We want smoke! 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 We want smoke!
We understand how UCLA feels about it. Game tied at 10. We start the 4th. Bruins 2nd and 5. Neuheisel handing it off to Perkins. He'll push the ball forward and pick up a 1st down.
Right behind his center, number 54, Jake Brendel. It's his 3rd year as a starter, and he is a Texan who's back home to play this game. He got a little chip on his shoulder. Texas didn't offer him a scholarship.
He's from Plano. And Perkins again. And in today's world of college football, Charles, where you see offenses trying to run 80, 90 plays, it's kind of refreshing to see a smash-mouth game where both teams are determined to run the ball.
And both have to in this situation tonight, because helping out young offensive lines and quarterbacks.
Perkins again, and another 1st down for the Bulls. And at the top of the second half, Charles, you said we'd find out a lot about this UCLA team over the next 30 minutes. What are we finding out thus far?
We're finding out that they are made in the image of their head coach, Jim Mora. They will battle and fight. We thought about that about Charlie Strong's team. Jim Mora is the exact same type of a guy. You back them into a corner, they're going to come out swinging. They're down their starting quarterback, their all-star quarterback, maybe the best one in the country. Not deterred, still getting after it. A heck of a game. It's a team that's going to battle and fight. Like as Jim told Molly McGrath at the top of our show, our #1 goal is to win the game. Our second goal is to try and play a complete game. But bottom line, find a way to win.
2nd and 8. Neuheisel over the middle, and Payton with the 1st down again. Jordan Payton really coming on in this second half, and that's a 14-yard pickup.
Jerry Neuheisel, as a dart thrower, is gaining in confidence. These passes are not traveling super far in the air, but they're getting there with dispatch, accuracy, and receivers are catching the ball on the move.
Michael Thompson is the injured Longhorn. He'll get to his feet. Game tied at 10. Back in a moment. Fox College Football is sponsored by the agile all-new Audi Q3. Stray the course. By DirecTV. If you call yourself a sports fan, you gotta get DirecTV. And by the Cree LED bulb, the biggest thing since the light bulb. And a look at the Cree LED bulb game summary.
Jerry Neuheisel's played very well since he's come in his first career touchdown pass. How about Paul Perkins, 115 yards rushing his first 100-yard game on the ground. Texas's offense in the second half is stalled after really playing well midway through the first half.
First down, they'll throw it out wide, and this is Massington, Eldridge Massington, a redshirt freshman from Mesquite, Texas, making the catch, and it's a 2-yard pickup.
Got 3 receivers to the boundary at the wide side of the field. I believe that's Jordan Payton, their leading receiver. See if they want to go there with space and give him a chance.
But to hand it off to Starks. Nate Starks stopped by Cedric Reed. But UCLA just really moving the football. Methodical drive that started at their own 22.
Nate Starks, the freshman running back, giving Perkins a little bit of a break every now and then. Perkins has been the workhorse this evening. He's back on the field.
Give it to Perkins, looking for the first down, and he will not get it on 3rd down and 1. This may be 4-down territory. Let's see.
Yeah, he's bringing the heavy unit out. I see Kenny Clark, 97, who's their starting nose coming into the game. I'm seeing big numbers. Eddie Vanderdoes, 47, is out on the field. He's a starting defensive end, defensive tackle. They're going heavy, and so's Miles Jack.
So on 4th down and 1, Miles Jack in the game. Diamond formation. Neuheisel takes a snap, hands it to Jack, gets outside. First down.
He doesn't play running back full time, so the play is supposed to go inside. Watch him bounce it outside. What about that vision? And Adrian Colbert had an opportunity in the backfield, unable to make the tackle. Not even a full-time running back. He ran that like he plays tailback every snap.
On 4th and 1, they pick up 9 yards. First down to the Texas 19. And they'll hand it off straight ahead.
That's Vanderdoes, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
You know, his dad was a high school baseball coach, and Eddie pitched for him. 93-mile-per-hour fastball. Imagine that big guy on the bump, bringing it at you.
One thing's for sure. If he hit you, you're not rushing the pitcher.
Not at all. As you look at the yards of the total yardage in the second half, UCLA really has bumped up their production.
2nd and 7, but this time Texas comes up and makes a play as Malcolm Brown. Another tackle for a loss.
Malcolm Brown, we call his name so often in the first half. Just look at the middle of your screen. Brown playing off of a block, coming down inside, and making the tackle on Perkins.
So that brings up 3rd down and 9 at the 18. They're over their last 5 on conversions. Neuheisel in the shotgun. He's going to let it fly over the middle. Complete. And a flag on the play.
Yeah, I was wondering where the flag was. I was surprised it wasn't out sooner. Jordan Hicks ended up chucking the receiver after the ball was in the air.
Pass interference, defense number 3. Spot foul, automatic, first down.
Okay, so here's Hicks 3. Watch him in coverage, and you'll see where the penalty comes into play. Right there, ball's in the air, and he's got his hands on the receiver. You can have him on the receiver until the ball's in the air, then you have to be off of it. And then you can't make a play until the ball's at the receiver.
So UCLA picks up the first down at the Texas 14. Perkins breaks a tackle and leans forward. Jordan Hicks stops it. Perkins has run the ball extremely well. 21 carries, 118 yards, averaging close to 6 yards per carry. 2nd and 6. Perkins again. hurts his ankle. And an injured Bruin.
It's like Malcolm Bunch, the starting left tackle. And Desmond Jackson, remember the defensive tackle for Texas that they carted off? It's not expected back the rest of the game. There's Rayford Johnson, 1960 Olympic gold medal in the decathlon, one of the great legends of UCLA history. Kyle Anderson, the point forward, about 6'10", just got drafted in the first round by the San Antonio Spurs. Famous UCLA alumni here taking in the game. Texas has their own brand, though. Vince Young's here. Ricky Williams are here. They were both working earlier today on TV. They're here watching the game. And Charlie Strong, the most interested Texas observer of them all.
All right. 15th play of the drive. They give it to Jack. Looking for the first down on 3rd and 3. And he will not get it.
I think they kick the field goal here. Take the 3.
Jordan Hicks leading the charge for Texas.
Going to run left. There's Vanderdoes, 47. 97 is Clark. 2 starting defensive linemen out front. But look at then in the hole. Jordan Hicks, who just had that pass interference penalty. No one blocks him. He meets Jack and puts him down on the spot.
Kaimi Fairbairn in to attempt a 25-yard field goal for the lead. And he has it. Fairbairn 2 for 2 this evening. And UCLA takes a 13-10 lead in the fourth.
Go, baby! We're getting after him today.
Welcome back to the Fox College Football Game of the Week, presented by the Green LED Ball. And we've got a good one for you folks. These two teams have really competed. UCLA on the second field goal by Kaimi Fairbairn. The Bruins take a 13-10 lead with 9:13 to play in the fourth. Marcus Johnson, and we'll get to the 20. Now remember a few years back when Kaimi Fairbairn struggled a little bit, and this man showed confidence in his young kicker.
First game against Rice, missed some extra points, field goals. Nebraska, the same thing, and Jim Moore says he's going to stick with him. How about that? He's now made 19 straight field goals from 35 yards or in. So, you know, you put him in the right distance, he's dialed in.
His career high 48 yards. He hit a 47-yarder in the first half. First down and 10 of the 20. Shipley. And Shipley knocked out of bounds by Miles Jack.
It's hard to run wide against UCLA because of the speed of their defense. Every time you think you've got an opening, there's someone there filling that gap and making you bounce it and stretch it wider. Jackson Shipley kept looking and dipping for a spot that's cut up field. It was never there.
2nd and 7 at the 23. Jonathan Gray in at tailback. Gray running right. And he'll maybe gain a yard.
Well, the team in light blue is playing with a lot of passion here in the second half, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Their defense has really elevated its play.
Not only passion, but a toughness.
Yes. There's Jeff Ulbrich, first-year defensive coordinator. Double-digit seasons in the NFL as a player. Linebacker, not a surprise, huh? Take a look at that man. We'd like to go out there and hit someone now.
3rd down 5 for Swoops. To the sideline. First down. That's a terrific throw and a very nice catch by John Harris.
I mean, that was a boss throw right there, wasn't it? Boss. Man, look at that. Bam. I mean, just sticks it right on the receiver. Coverage wasn't bad by Ortiz, but with the velocity of the ball getting there, he had no chance to react and make a play on it.
So on 3rd and 5, they get 6. First down at the 31 for UT. 7:40 and counting. Play fake. Shipley on the move. And Shipley out of bounds, close to the 40-yard line. Ish Adams with the tackle.
Those are not easy throws to the wide side of the field, even though they're lateral. To put it on a receiver and keep him moving in the proper direction, that's a good throw by Tyrone Swoops.
Gain of 7, 2nd and 3. Swoops handles the low snap. Almost squirted through the hole. He gets to the 45. Vanderdoes grabbed his ankle and brought him down. If not, could have been trouble for UCLA. Hurry-up offense now being utilized by the Longhorns. First down. Jonathan Gray. No gain. Wadu again with the tackle. Mentioned his name a number of times today. Jaleel Wadu, a freshman from Los Angeles. 2nd and 10. Swoops again. Turns it in. At the 40, John Harris.
Texas finally back into territory of UCLA. Only one time prior in the second half.
First down from the UCLA 41. And they give it to Gray. Down to Gray. Down at the UCLA 10-yard line. Don Goodman had to grab on. A gain of 31.
Look how he gets to the outside. An excellent block at the point of attack by number 76, Kent Perkins. Gave him access to the outside, and Gray took full advantage of it. Texas playing at a faster tempo on this drive.
Malcolm Brown back in now. First down and goal at the 10. Here's Brown. Brown! What can Brown do for you?
I think Sean Watson jumping the tempo up on this drive has really helped them. They've been a huddle team coming out playing deliberately, but they found a crease and went at a faster pace, and UCLA is not caught up on defense.
Second down and goal at the 2. Texas knocking on the door. Swoops, play fake. Miles Jack.
Wow, he almost made a play that you dream about, and then you wake up and realize you didn't make it. He came in on the rush, batted the ball in the air, and almost intercepted it.
Illegal formation, offense. More than 4 men in the backfield, 5-yard penalty, repeat second down.
But watch Jack right here rushing the passer. He wanted to get better at that in this offseason. I would say that he has. Look at that. Popped it up in the air, and if Swoops doesn't tip it a little bit, Jack might have had a better play on the football.
Jack on the sideline now. 2nd and goal. They back it up to the 8. Swoops out of the shotgun. He'll throw it. End zone. Touchdown! John Harris! Tyrone Swoops. Vince Young 2.0. Maybe. So here we go, folks. The sophomore gunslinger coming up when they need him most. UT up 17-13. Fox College Football is sponsored by Dr. Pepper. Here's to a one-of-a-kind season. Dr. Pepper, always one of a kind.
As a defensive back, you never want a receiver to catch the ball in front of you in the end zone. Make him catch it over your head. Watch Jalen Ortiz. He made the cardinal mistake of backpedaling and taking himself out. Look at the space created between he and Harris, the receiver. Never let the receiver catch it in the end zone in front of you. Make it go over your head. He should have stayed flat-footed and not retreated.
Nick Rose kicks it away. Wow. And he kicks it out of bounds.
Gives him the ball on the 35-yard line and kills a little bit of momentum as well.
So let's recap it for you.
Okay, Brett Hundley in the first half hurts his left elbow, goes to the locker room. He has not returned to play. Tyrone Swoops has grown up in front of our eyes. A touchdown pass to Jay McFarland. How about the job Jerry Neuheisel has done in relief of Brett Hundley? His first touchdown pass to Nate Yesed. And then that pass there from Tyrone Swoops to John Harris puts Texas back in the lead.
And UCLA with the football, better field position at their own 35. Neuheisel sets up a screen to Perkins with all kinds of running room. Perkins still on his feet, and he'll go down at the Texas 35. Steve Edmond with the tackle after the 30-yard gain.
Did you see the block from number 52, Scott Quessenberry, at the beginning of the screen to open things up? Now UCLA wants to play with a little bit more tempo and pace.
First down at the Texas 35. Under 5 minutes to play. James knows Neuheisel throwing the run to Devin Lucien.
Now this is a case where Jim Mora never wanted to hear gritty little Bruins again. Guess what? It's okay when it's Jerry Neuheisel, because he exemplifies a GLB right now. Making plays, getting out of trouble. It looked like it was going to be a disaster in the backfield. He gets out of it and completes the pass.
2nd and 6 at the 31. James. And he lost it.
Texas says they have it.
Texas has it. The first turnover of the game.
Handoff inside to James. Let's see what happens. Edmond strips it with his hand, pops it free on the tackle. And over the top, Paul Boyette Jr., number 93, is the one who comes to the ball. Look at the tackle by Edmond. Reaches, strips it, pops it free from Jordan James. Boyette comes up with the first turnover of the night for the Texas Longhorns.
So a first down for Texas at the 25. Brown. And he'll get close to the 30. Vanderdoes and Kendricks combining.
Texas still going at a better pace here. They found something that worked on the last drive that paid off with a touchdown pass from Swoops to John Harris.
2nd down and 5. And UCLA all over the play. Vanderdoes. Texas wants to work as much clock as possible. UCLA, with all 3 of their timeouts remaining, Texas has 1. They're down at 9.
See if Sean Watson gives Tyrone Swoops a run pass option here on 3rd and 10.
Here's Swoops out of the pocket. Incomplete.
He moved him so that if he could approach the line of scrimmage, there was an opportunity. But he gave him that chance to make a play and lessen the risk of an interception or a tip ball. They'll punt it away now. UCLA will get another opportunity.
And remember, Will Russ has been terrific punting the football His last 2 trips out, a 59 and a 63-yard punt.
And they need another one like that to tilt field position. They need to cover well. Ish Adams returned a punt against Virginia in the opener for a touchdown that was brought back due to a penalty.
Russ from his own 11.
False start. Offense number 5. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
That's Josh Turner, who just got added back onto the roster, missed the first 2 games due to suspension. Cost his team 5 yards of critical field position at this stage of the game.
So now Russ at his own 6-yard line.
They've got to cover big on this one. Ish Adams is a game breaker.
Adams from the 21.
Up the sideline, still on his feet. Ish Adams down at the Texas 33.
And there was some serious wood being laid on that return. A 58-yard punt and a 45-yard return.
When you get blocking such as Ish Adams had and couple it with his speed and savvy, look at that block right there. Excellent job. That's Cameron Judge, number 4. Here it comes, right there. There's that block. And now there's Ish Adams, wide open. Another block there, and Caleb blew it. There's Judge hitting Nashawn Hughes. And then Adams, with good vision, kept that play alive and brought it back and put UCLA in business.
First down and 10 at the Texas 33. Jerry Neuheisel, pump fake, goes up top. Touchdown! Jordan Payton! They've been waiting for that all game.
All the short passes could set up the double move. And there it was.
Jerry Neuheisel coming in the game for Brett Hundley. And he's playing like Johnny U.
No, he's playing like Rick New.
Rick New. Fairbairn to attempt the extra point. And it's good. 3 minutes to play. 20-17, UCLA responds. The coach's kid dropped the biscuit in the basket. (20-17), 3 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. 12th-ranked UCLA in a dogfight with Charlie Strong's Texas Longhorns. Jerry Neuheisel, all hugs from his teammates. 2 touchdown passes, the first 2 of his career. 178 yards. Here's Marcus Johnson. Crossing the 20 up to the 22.
Now look at this. Watch Jerry Neuheisel at quarterback. He's going to pump fake to the left to Jordan Payton. Okay? That works. Why? Because Duke Thomas at corner watched in the backfield. Watch Thomas, 21. He's going to peek into the backfield, flat-footed. See how he's looking back? Now Payton's got it, because receivers always say, if we get even with you, we're leaving you. And Jerry Neuheisel put it right on him. Beautiful throw.
First down. And Harris took his eyes off the football and drops it.
Trying so hard to make a big play, he forgot to take the ball with him.
2nd down and 10. Swoops again. Shipley. And Shipley gets to the 26 before being tripped up. Tackle made by Fabian Moreau. 3rd down and 7. Texas needs a play right here.
Harris has been his go-to for most of the night.
He's at the bottom of your screen. swoops, steps up in the pocket, and goes down. It's a sack. Odigizua. And that brings up 4th down. And it looks like the Longhorns will go for it.
No choice.
4th and 8 at the 25. Shipley in the slot at the bottom of your screen. Swoops, throws, and incomplete.
After the play's over, unsportsmanlike conduct, UCLA number 94 took his helmet off on the field of play. That 15-yard penalty will be assessed. It will be 1st down UCLA.
They'll get past that penalty. Having the ball is all that matters now. Possession 9/10 of the game. Forget the law. But for both of these teams, as Texas trying to upgrade their image, toughness came to the front tonight. UCLA never questioned their toughness. We saw it on display on both sides of the ball this evening.
What a return by Ish Adams. Bruins with the football at the 40. Texas has 1 timeout left.
You know, you just referenced Ish Adams' return, Gus. These two teams have been going at it, offense, defense all night. Biggest play to set it up for UCLA, special teams. All that yardage, that hidden yardage, that territory that he gained, gave them the opportunity.
Perkins running on 1st down. As you take a look at some of the top 25 losses, Georgia to South Carolina beat Tech after beating Ohio State last week in Columbus, falling to East Carolina, and Louisville losing at UVA.
The one I had the biggest feeling for going into it was Louisville and UVA. Now UVA, who last year won 2 games and looked impressive against UCLA, so we all start to believe now we get it. Their defense is pretty good.
Perkins.
UCLA's very happy with that win because they can point back and say, see, beating Virginia on the road, that counts for something. Preseason, we didn't think it counted for anything.
The Texas Longhorns so close. David Ash could be lost for the remainder of the season. Their former starting quarterback, Brett Hundley, injured his elbow in the 1st quarter, went out. Who knew that Jerry Neuheisel could come in and run the show? And boy, has this young man made some plays. Miles Jack wants to stay in bounds.
And does it. And the good thing for UCLA, Gus, is they get next week open. And then Thursday night, the next Thursday, they head to Arizona State. So Brett Hundley gets a little extra time to try and get healthy.
And here's the play of the game.
Jerry Neuheisel, pump fake. Jordan Payton with a little stop and go. Neuheisel drops it perfectly over Duke Thomas. That play is the one.
Fourth down and 1. They give it to Vanderbilt to lead forward and pick it up. How about that? A team taking on the image of its coach. Jim Mora, toughness. And his Bruins played that way today. And look who they're lifting up. Oh, what a scene. Jerry Neuheisel. This is your life, kid. video, there's a proud papa who may even be in tears. The final score from at&t Stadium here in Arlington, Texas. UCLA 20, Texas 17. We'll return to at&t Stadium to wrap up tonight's game right after these messages. You've been watching college football